welcome to another episode of Iwouldcampthat. We're here out for some beautiful fall camping, just a simple little overnight. Dustin and I have a very special guest for you guys today. He's been out camping with us before, but never before on camera. So here we are at one of our favorite locales at the golden hour of sunset overlooking a quaint little lake here, pond. And I'm here with the love of my life, the rock of my soul, the most dependable man in my life.
Wait, what?
This is Pumpkin.
Really?
Yes. So Pumpkin here is about 15 years old. I say about because I rescued him 11 years ago now. Honestly, he has a fantastic temperament and quiet curiosity and good manners. He would make an excellent adventure cat. However, as mentioned, he's already 15 years old and he's got arthritis. So we just bring him out very occasionally on warm nights. And really, I just want to introduce him to you all and have him on video as a way of remembering him for eternity on the internet. He has been in the truck before, just for single overnights here and there when the weather is warm enough for it. So he's not a complete stranger to the truck camping. Not gonna lie to you guys though, the other thing besides his arthritis is he tends to be a bit smelly. He doesn't cover up after himself when he uses the litter box. So multi-night overnights with him is a bit of a hazard to our health.
Getting Pumpkin on a video is something that Rita and I have talked about at length for quite a while. We keep meaning to do it, but never in winter, just because, you know, with his arthritis and the fact that he's an older cat, we don't want him to be out in a really cold winter camp. Definitely not on a hot day in summer, so fall or spring is the ideal time to do it. Temperatures are dropping, but still manageable. My favorite time to be out camping. The last time we had a bit of a health scare with Pumpkin, he's doing great now for his age, but the last time we had a bit of a health scare with Pumpkin, one of the first things Rita said in kind of like a panic was, oh, we never did the video on the channel, because that's not to be focusing on the negative, but when his time does come, it'll be nice to come back and have the memory of just having him on video, having him out with us, you know, enjoying a nice camp together. Maybe we'll get out for another one with him, we'll see. It is a crying shame that Pumpkin isn't younger though, because he would have made a fine adventure cat. Like Rita said, he's even-tempered and very chill, adaptable. Oh yeah, he's making himself right at home.
Just like at home, he's gonna take over my pillow and not gonna let me use my side of the bed. So now that we're all getting comfy in the back here, it's kind of funny. Pumpkin and Dustin have coexisted in my life for 7 years now, and to have Pumpkin casually sitting in my lap with Dustin right beside us and Pumpkin not really caring is kind of funny, because when Dustin first came into my life, Pumpkin was screamingly jealous. Would sit on my lap or on the back of the couch over my shoulders or just on the floor and glare at Dustin the whole time, like, how dare you? How dare you? All of Mummy's loves are mine and then you had to come along. Just so jealous of him. That all went away once Dustin fed him a bit of chicken, and they've loved each other ever since. One thing I've seen a lot of other folks with adventure cats talk about is leash training. And I wish I could give some advice on leash training a cat, but honestly, Pumpkin runs on dog software. First time I put him in a leash, he took to it. I know he doesn't heel like a dog, but he doesn't fight the leash, he doesn't flop over and play dead on the ground. He just trots to the next thing that he wants to sniff, and if he starts going in a direction you don't want him to go, you just kind of hold him steady until he changes his mind and goes in a more favorable direction. I've had people mistake him for a dog from a distance. He's just taken to leash training so well that I joke he runs on dog software. Right, Pumpkin? I'm sure there's lots of tutorials out there for leash training a cat, but really just some patience and perseverance and some positive reinforcement is all you really need.
So being that we're getting into the fall camping season, and we've got this old grandpa cat with us, we have broken out the heated 12-volt blanket, mostly for his benefit. We're just out for the one night with Pumpkin, so I'm not too concerned about our jackery and how much power we have left in the morning. Anything that generates heat, I've said multiple times in prior videos, is a bit of a power sink. But we did come out here with a full jackery. We've got a couple of camera batteries charging, 12-volt plugged into the DC port, and we got a couple of things charging on the AC port. We just plugged the blanket in, and you've really got to have it spread out well for the heat to carry through, just with the cords that go through and heat up. So it hasn't really had much of a chance to warm up, but I can feel it starting to warm up in certain areas of the blanket. So hopefully Pumpkin will enjoy that. And hopefully our feet will enjoy that as well, right, babe?
I can feel a bit of a warm spot starting up, but I also have this organic heater known as a cat on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
It is getting into cooler seasons. We want to make sure Dustin takes good care of his feet, regardless of whether he's got an organic heater with him or not.
Well, I've also got the slippers, too. I'm honestly enjoying it's fun to get out and go on adventures, but sometimes it's nice to just hang out in the back and just chill out. Yeah. Just enjoy being outside.
I just hope Pumpkin finishes grooming himself soon, because if you turn out the light and try to fall asleep and it just sounds like a toothless person slurping noodles in the background when this thing's cleaning himself.
Oh yeah, he's super loud when he cleans himself. Yeah, that's feeling pretty toasty underneath. These blankets don't distribute heat the greatest across the entire surface of the blanket, but you know, when you're doing fall camping or even winter camping, every little bit helps. And I did have Pumpkin over here, but he's decided to go back to his mummy.
He's a mummy's boy through and through.
Right.
He loves Dustin too, but he's a mummy's boy.
He seems pretty chill, though. Like, he hasn't been out in a while, and he's absolutely, like, no anxiety, no nothing. Went for a good walk earlier and just chilling back here with us and just seems super happy.
Yeah. We'll see if he uses the litter box overnight. He might be too shy about using a different litter box.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just make sure that he stays warm. The tips of his ears are a little chilly. However, he's been known to hang out with Dustin when he's got like 3 fans and an AC going in his office, and he seems okay with that, so
yep.
I don't know what to think of either of these boys sometimes. We're going to call it good night from here. We'll see how Pumpkin does. He's normally quite prone to sitting right by our feet, but as longtime viewers know, we have cut off the end portion of the mattress to make room for accessories and dirty shoes. So Pumpkin may have to stay on our laps or squish in between us like a pumpkin sandwich. Either way, we'll make sure that he is warm and comfortable. He's got his litter box available and some water and some snacks. It might get a little cooler this evening. It is supposed to be a typical fall night. In the meantime, have a good night, and we'll check in with you guys later. Good night. Good morning, Iwouldcampthat fans. It is a crisp fall morning. From what you can see of Dustin, he is buried under some blankets, and I don't blame him. I think he forgot to wear a sweater. Pumpkin did very well. He enjoyed the heating blanket until he decided it wasn't good enough, and then he crawled up to the head of the bed and joined me under a blanket. He normally does not like being restrained underneath a blanket, but he knew that it would be better for him. He has since moved on because he is very interested in looking out the window. I didn't leave the window this wide open overnight, but since Pumpkin was very interested in looking out, I opened it farther for him. Looks like there's a little bit of a mist hanging over the pond over there. We weren't bothered by any sort of bugs or anything, but of course with his cat senses, who knows what he is deciding is the most interesting thing to look at. Oh, he's even looking at the camera.
The sun's getting fierce.
And so that, my friends, was Pumpkin, the slightly too old to be an adventure cat, but we love him all the same. Maybe we'll bring him out another time or so, just to enjoy what time we have with him.
I'm not going to drive like this, or maybe I will, I don't know.
He's old enough to have a license, isn't he?
He's old enough to get a senior's discount at any of the restaurants.
In cat years, yes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to get Pumpkin back to Rita, and we're going to get back on the road. I got to go back to work tomorrow, but, you know, it's been between our recent Crow's Nest Pass trip and getting out for this little camp here, it's been a wonderful time off. I feel really refreshed. Please send chicken. Chicken and beef.
He doesn't like beef, he likes chicken.
I want both.
No, he wants chicken.
Okay.
All right, folks, have a great fall yourselves and stay classy.
Bye.